Hi everyone, this is Maria. I'm from the Redmond Public Library, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make a little Easter Bunny pencil holder, or you can put anything that you want in it. Right now, this one that I did the other day, I just put in a lot of different things in it. I put pencils, pens, scissors, ruler, and a few things that we're going to be needing for today's craft. This is a Teens Arts and Crafts, which I usually do in at the library every first Thursday of the month. But today it happens to be in my house, so I'm gonna get started. And the materials that you're gonna be needing are paper, a can, any type of can. If it's bigger, it's great. If it's small, it's totally fine as well. This is a program. Also, I'm going to be talking both in English and Spanish, so it's a bilingual craft. And so I'm going to be going back and forth speaking English, Spanish. So if you get a little confused or anything, just let me know, and I'll talk either just English or just Spanish. So for this craft, I'm gonna be making a lot of different things. So and for this craft, I also made just with white paper and a little bit of ribbon. But for this one, I'm gonna be making it a little bit less than that. For this, I used the gum glue, which I also have, but I'm gonna make it a little bit simpler just because I know that a lot of people may not have a gum glue. So I'm gonna be also using just regular Elmer's glue, but this one is just Staples, and it's clear glue as well. So okay, and then for the last bit of the craft, we're gonna be making a pom-pom. If you guys have pom-poms at home, you can just grab one and we're gonna put it in. Or we can also make our own. I'm gonna be showing you how to make it. So okay. And also, if you don't have googly eyes, I'm gonna show you also we're just gonna be drawing them. Okay, so we're gonna get scissors. And a pencil, and I also chose a few markers before doing this craft. So I'm gonna be using you guys can choose either colors that you want. For this bunny, I actually used white, and I used pink marker and black. But for this one, I'm gonna be using pink and a little bit of green and black. My sister loves green, so that's why I chose it. So, and this is gonna be for her. So let's get started. So first, we're gonna measure out the can. So primero lo que vamos a hacer es agarrar nuestro can y vamos a más o menos a medirla. We're gonna measure it. See how big it is. So. And then I'm just gonna make a little indent with my finger, so this way I don't have to actually make or use a ruler or anything. So I'm just gonna do this and here. And I'm just gonna measure how big the paper is gonna go, like around the can, so this way I don't have to do anything else. And for that, we can measure it out with a ruler. What I like to do, yo lo que me gusta hacer, en vez de marcarla con una regla, I just go in and kind of like measure it out as to where my can ended. So I'm gonna make a fold, crease it really nice and good, and then I'm just gonna cut it like that. This way I don't have to use scissors or a ruler. So we're just gonna cut it. Okay. So this is the good side that I'm gonna be using to cover my can. And for the other one, I'm gonna be cutting it a little bit like from here, just to cover it. So I'm gonna fold it again and cut. And the measurements don't have to be perfect, so it's good. Okay. And then with the scraps that I have, I'm gonna be doing the ears, and I'm also gonna be doing the little feet on the rabbit. So, okay. So this is the one for my can. So I'm gonna put it to the side, and then I'm gonna be doing. First, I'm gonna do the ears. So I can grab a pencil, and you guys can grab a pencil, and I'm just gonna kind of measure out how big I want the ears. So for me, I'm gonna be making them this size, probably. So one of the tricks that Miss Sierra has taught me over the years is that when you need, like, let's say you need 2 ears and you need 2 feet, so what we can do is just fold it and then just cut it, so we get 2 common shapes, and that way we don't have to recut it and everything. So we're gonna cut it. So I get 2 ears. So, and then for this, we can just erase it, or what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna turn it, and then this side is the good side. So the side I'm gonna be coloring in. So ear bunnies usually have like a small little inside ear, so we're gonna be coloring it. So I'm actually gonna do, I know the ears inside, they're kind of pink, but for mine, I'm gonna be using green, like I said before. My sister loves green, so I'm gonna do a green little rabbit. So we're just gonna color it in. And it doesn't have to be too big, just a little bit. Then the other one. Great. So now I have the 2 ears, and now we're going to be making the feet. So vamos a hacer las patitas. Y las patitas, we're just going to, solo usaré el otro porción. De aquí la saqué las orejas, so vamos a hacerla del otro lado. Okay. So las patitas, so the feet are kind of like an oval shape. So something kind of like that. And I'm gonna cut it. Maybe something like that. It's just like an oval. A little bit about my program that I do at the library. It's a teens arts and craft, but anyone can come in. You can be a tween, you can be from like 8 and up, or 7 and up. I have a girl who's actually kind of like 5 years old. She usually comes with her mom, and she always helps out doing the craft and everything. So it's basically kind of fun to do a lot of things with the kids and with the teens. For this program, I like to kind of like make it all sorts of things. So sometimes we do arts, like we paint, we use like canvases, we use acrylic paint, or we use watercolors, or sometimes we just basically stick to paper and we do a lot of different crafts. Last time I always try to come in with like a theme that comes in with the month. So today, like I said, today is April is Eastern, so that's why I'm making the Easter bunny. So, okay, so I have the 2 feet, and I'm gonna be doing the little paws. So, and for the paws, it's just like a small circle inside, and then 3 little dots or circles to have the little paw, just something like that. We're gonna do the same thing to the other. So these are my little paws that I'm gonna have. So I'm gonna put these to the side. And now I also made the nose. For the nose, I'm actually gonna just trace, I have some googly eyes for me, so I'm gonna trace it. So if I can trace it. It's kind of tiny, so. Okay. And for this, I only need 1, so I'm just gonna cut this, put that to the side, and then just cut out the little circle. And like I said before, it doesn't have to be perfect, so it can be kind of ovally, it could be it could be smaller, it could be bigger. It's up to you. It's your imagination, so however you want it to be, it's gonna be. And then I don't want to color my table, so I'm gonna be coloring. I'm gonna use like a small piece of white paper in the bottom, and then I'm gonna be coloring the little nose. So the nose, she said she wanted a black nose, so I'm gonna be putting black. So this is my nose, and since I don't have colored paper, I just painted it. Okay, so that's my nose, and I'm gonna put it to the side. Okay. So now I have the paws, I have the ears, and I have googly eyes. But I'm actually gonna I'm probably gonna color them in, like draw them. So I'm gonna put these to the side as well. So the other thing that we also need is the little tail, the pom-pom. If you have pom-poms, that's great. You can use them. But for me, I don't have any pom-poms at home, so I'm gonna be making one. So I'm gonna show you how to do it. So you just need some yarn. It could be any color. I have white, so I'm gonna be using white yarn, and then I made it a little bit bigger, but for this one it's a little bit smaller, so I'm actually gonna be making it a little bit small, a small pom-pom for it. So I'm gonna grab 2 fingers, and I'm gonna count to around 50. So 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have my 50, and then I'm just going to use the scissors and cut it. And before I kind of take it off from my fingers, I'm actually going to just kind of measure out a small amount of yarn so I can tie it. So I'm going to divide this, kind of like put it in between. So once I put it in there, I'm gonna tie it really tight. So I'm gonna tie it really, really, really tight so the pom-pom is fluffy. So one, and then I'm gonna tie it again. And again, really tight. Right. So this is the little shape that I have. So it's divided into one half and the other half. So now I'm going to be putting the scissors through the yarn so they can come out. So I'm going to be cutting it. Cut. And then whenever I see like this, I'm just going to be cutting everything through it till I have like the yarn that's sticking out. Okay. And then I'm going to do it the same to the other side, to the other half. And then once everything has been cut, I'm just kind of like making it fluffy and see where the yarn is bigger. I'm going to be cutting it to make it round. So I'm gonna grab another piece of paper so I don't have to have a lot of yarn in my on my table. So I'm just gonna be cutting it to make it into a little bit rounder pom-pom. So just cutting out everything that's like really big and just sticks out to make it even for that. Okay. And that's about even. So there's my pom-pom, and that's going to be the tail. Okay, so I'm going to take this, move it to this side. Okay. And then I also have some ribbon. I'm probably going to use it, but I don't know if I'm going to even using it. But, okay, so I have my can, and then I also have this that's going to go around. So, before I do that, before I put in the, like around the can, I'm actually just going to put everything in here. So I'm going to kind of measure the can again. And for this one, I kind of made it like halfway. Well, not really halfway, but a little bit of like a fourth probably. And then just had the bunny on top and this kind of bead grass. So I'm going to do the same thing to this one, but I'm actually probably not going to use the ribbon. So the can is this much. So I'm probably going to have it like around here. So I'm kind of just marking it how big I kind of want the grass to be. I'm just going to like put a little mark there. So that's my little mark that I made. And that's going to be my guideline for putting the feet and then the ears and everything. And since I'm going to be showing you that I'm not going to be using the glue gun, I'm going to just use like normal glue and everything. So I'm actually going to put the feet, the nose, and the ears on here. So I'm going to go kind of like towards the middle, just kind of like visually just looking at the middle. So my middle might be like around here. So, right, yeah. Okay. So there I'm going to be putting the feet and the ears. So I'm first gonna glue in the ears. So I mean the feet, sorry. So the feet. So primero voy a pegar las patitas. So excuse me. So those are the feet. And okay. And then I'm also gonna glue in I'm gonna do the ears. And for my ears, I'm actually gonna put them kind of like behind the little paper. So instead of gluing them like here, I'm gonna be gluing them on the other side. So those are my feet and my ears for my bunny. So I think I made the ears a little bit too big, but that's fine. Alright. So now I'm gonna do I'm actually gonna do the eyes first. So like I said, I wasn't gonna use the googly eyes, so I'm actually gonna just do first I'm gonna just kind of draw the outline of the eyes, and then I'm gonna be coloring them in green. So so those are gonna be my two eyes. So I don't know if you guys can see, but that's just two circles. Right, and then I'm gonna be putting the little pupils. So, and I'm gonna be coloring them in green. So this is how my bunny's gonna be showing. So that's so far. And then I'm gonna be putting the nose, and let's see. I think my nose is a little bit too big, so I'm gonna be cutting it a little bit down. So I cut it a little bit to be a smaller circle, because the eyes that I drew are a little bit too small for if I had used the googly eyes, they were gonna be a little bit bigger, and my nose was gonna be kind of similar to that shape. But since I drew them, the nose was gonna be really big. So, okay, so I'm just gonna put it down. I'm just gonna glue it down. So that's my nose. And now I'm gonna be doing the kind of like the section of the mouth and the whiskers. So he kind of looks happy. So that's the little mouth shape. And then I'm gonna add a little few dots for his whiskers. And a few just little dots. And then I'm just gonna be drawing little lines for the whiskers. And the whiskers. Okay. Sorry, keep messing up. Alright. So now I'm gonna be doing I'm gonna be putting it on the cam now. So this is how my bunny is. So I'm gonna twist her around. Okay. Right. So this is the end, like where the two where the paper will meet. So in here I'm gonna put a little bit of glue. Le pondremos un poco de resistol y ahora la voy a pegar. So. And I'm just gonna hold it in, just hold it so that the glue sticks. And if it's moving, it's fine. It's just gonna cover the can. So that's all we need the paper for. So gonna wait. I'm gonna keep holding it because it's not gluing. So that's my bunny, and his food just fell. Okay, so we're gonna put it back in, and hopefully it'll stick in. Maybe I use a lot of liquid. If you have a glue stick, it might stick a little bit faster. This one is it's supposed to be just clear glue. It's supposed to, it doesn't say it dries fast, so it's fine. I'm just gonna wait a little bit. Okay, I think it finally glued. Okay. I think maybe. Okay. Okay. So that's my bunny. And now for this one, I kind of made, I cut out little flowers and then just glue them in. But for this one, I'm actually gonna be drawing a few flowers just to make it a little bit kind of like colorful and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna be drawing a few flowers and maybe put a little bit of grass so I can kind of visualize the bunny he's kind of jumping or perhaps just being like near the grass. So alright, so it's finally glued in and it's setting, still not set. I think, okay. So now I'm gonna use my guideline that I made before, and that's where I'm gonna put the grass. So. This doesn't want to stay. So I also have another glue that's super tacky glue, and I'm gonna use that instead of this one because it's not like drying fast enough. So okay. And let's try this again. Okay. So that one sticks better than the other one. So, okay. So I'm gonna use the guideline that I kind of marked before to put the grass in. So I'm gonna use this color, and it's green. So just gonna make a little bit of like little strokes, kind of like if I was using like a paintbrush. So I'm just gonna do this, and it's gonna have little shape of like grass. There you go. And then on the other side, And this marker is kind of like a sort of like a paintbrush, but if you're using like a regular one, you can do the same thing to it. So if this is like a regular marker, I'm just gonna like put it there and just kind of do it like little strokes, and it should make the grass. There you go. And then on the side, I'm going to be making a little flower. So I'm going to put the stem, go up, and then I'm going to do some leaves. And my flower to make is a little like tulip. So I'm going to use this color, and it's like very like bright pink. So this, I don't know guys, okay, there you go. So this is really bright pink, so I'm gonna use that. And the tulip is kind of just a basic kind of like shape, so I'm just gonna put it right here. And it's kind of like a little egg, so I'm just gonna put it like that, and then I'm just gonna color it in. And that's my little tulip. And then I'm also gonna do other little flowers around it. So gonna do just free flowers everywhere. Almost like an egg. Like if you're coloring or decorating an egg, you just want like kind of like a design that goes with it, and just like wherever you want. So that's just what I'm gonna be doing. So, si le quieren poner pequeños diseños alrededor del papel, pueden hacerlo. El mío yo le puse flores que había yo cortado previamente, pero con este no le quise hacer las flores, so solo las voy a pintar. Gonna color. So there's my bunny and a few decorations, little flowers. Now for the pom-pom, I'm actually going to use the gum glue, just because I don't think this is going to hold it. Or it might not, but just to be safer and a little bit with time and everything, I'm just going to use the glue gun, because that one, I know that sticks. Alright, so this is my bunny. So I'm gonna kind of visualize where the tail is gonna go. So if I kind of like, the ears are here, so kind of around here the tail will go. So la colita va a ir like bien detrás de donde están las orejas. So la voy a poner como por aquí. So I'm gonna use glue. So that's the tail. This is a colita. Okay. So everything is pretty much done. Once you have it, it's pretty much done. And yeah, so like I said, it's pretty simple. You can use either the glue gun, and if you have a small kid, you can help them out with with this because it's really hot and they could burn. So for that, you can actually let them use regular glue, Elmer's glue, or like a glue stick. For this, I actually used, to cover it, I used the super tacky glue just because it dries faster and it's like, it holds much better than this one. But for this one, I did use it to glue down the ears, the feet, and then I also used it for the nose. So that's my project for today. And then if I want to make any more decorations, I can actually go on and just put a little bit more of decorations on it. But it's basically, everything's done. For this one, I did use the ribbon around here, but for this one, I don't want to use it. So if you have the ribbon and if you want to make it, you can make a lot of different things with ribbon. And I have this kind of small one. So basically what I could do is I could put like a little ribbon, little bow around here, or I can just kind of like, I don't know, there are a lot of things that you can do with the ribbon, but I'm just not gonna put it on because I don't think my sister would want a ribbon around it, but if she does, I can always put it in later. So that's everything for today, and thank you guys for joining me. And well, yeah, that's everything. And I hope once we open, we can go into the library and I can show you a lot of more crafts, different variety. And but for today, this is my craft. And then you can just put anything in there, from like pencils, markers, crayons, anything that you want to put it in there. But yeah, that's everything for today, and thank you guys for joining me, and I will see you soon. Bye!